Hey guys, it's T from T's Jams, and I'm here with a little tutorial that was requested on Twitter. People saw some side doors that I made and were curious how I did it, so I'm going to see if I could show you real quick. Here's what it looks like on a little test project here. Oh yes, laggy. Anyways, here we go. One thing I wanted to show you before I got into the eventing of it is, as you can see, there's no ceiling. This looks pretty awful. So the way that I put a ceiling over the door wall is by using doodads. So we're just gonna do that here. I place doodads. I make like a little door frame part, looks like this. And then the cool thing about doodads is that you can just like plop it down, and then you can edit it. Where we go to edit doodads, and we take that, and we're going to make it bigger on the Y scale so it'll actually look good. Let's do that. I'm gonna have to move it a little bit. Change position. Move the doodad to like right there. No, further. How about right there? Yeah, we gotta make it a little bigger still. So back to the Y scale. And it looks great. So accept settings. Finish edit. Save and close. There it is. Now it's beautiful. See? Actually, I could probably make it a little lower on the bottom end, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. You'd want to make it a little higher too, because you can see the top of her head there. See? But you get the idea. Now you have a door. So let's see how this works. On to the eventing. You're going to need 3 events. The first event is a below characters player touch event, and actually when you're going in the door, this event is switched off, because as you can see here, you need switch 1, door open 1 to be turned on. You can name that whatever you want when you do it. But on this event, you'll want to gather followers, because you'll be leaving the room when you do this event. So you don't want to have like your party members still trailing into the bedroom when you go to shut the door. So the first thing you do is gather followers. And then the move route for the players to turn 180 degrees. This will work whether or not you're exiting from the right or from the left. And then it shuts the door. So it looks like you turned around and shut the door yourself, play a sound, and then turn 2 switches off to reset the entire series of events, which takes 3 events. I'll show you the other 2 right now. So the second event, this is the one that actually opens the door. It's below characters, player touch, and it turns the switch, the second switch, door open, on. This second page, you're going to have below characters, action button. This actually doesn't really matter. You'll want it below characters so that the person can walk through it, but this just keeps it switched off until the switches are reset and you want to open the door again. So it turns it to page 2, and now you don't get any funny business happening. So let's look at the third event. Now the third event, the first page, the condition is for the door to be open, and when you reach this area, it actually opens the door in front of you, shows the image. This is the first part of it. It opens the door. This is the image. I actually had to make a bit of a custom image. I took the door frame off of it, had it transparent behind, because that would just be weird if there was shadow behind the door. I don't know. And then the bottom one, you just delete it completely because you want that to be invisible while the door is shut. So your door image is going to look somewhat like this. And on page 1, you'll want to select this image. So then on page 2, it switches door open 1, the switch 1 on. On page 2, it's activated immediately afterwards because the switch turns on, and it just leaves a door image like as if it's open. So again, then when you leave the room, you're going to stand on this, and it's going to switch that one off. The door will disappear. The player will walk out through here. This will be on. It's player touch below characters. Then the door will... No, the door doesn't disappear. The door disappears now because it will actually play the reverse of the opening animation and shut, and then turn all the switches off so that you could do it again. So it's actually pretty simple when you look at the events. I remember this taking me a little while to figure out, but open these up so you could take a look at which switches need to be on and off at any given time. Make sure that you're setting this event to parallel because it has to listen, so to speak, for door open 2 switch to be turned on. Let's take a look at all these events one more time. Really, it's just a matter of turning two switches on and off. And then you have it. You have a lovely side opening door for your game. Doesn't take too much. You have to make a couple custom assets and write a few events, but it's not that big of a deal. Hey, while we're here, let's fix this doodad. Nope, wrong button. There we go. Edit doodads. All doodads, because we only have one. Yes, we're going to make this even bigger. And then change the position, bring it down just a little further. Beautiful. Gorgeous. You wouldn't even know it's there. Alright, let's try it out. Accept settings, escape, escape, save and close. You know how many times I did like 500 trillion doodads on a map and I forgot to hit save and close? Too many times. Anyways, let's check out the door one more time. Very cool. I hope this helps you to make sideways doors in your game because they're awesome and you should totally use them if you have rooms off to the side. Have a great day. Again, this is T's Jams. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and see you next time. Bye.